this just arrived and I am super psyched about it. So my kids listen to different music than I do, but I'm so grateful that they listen to music with guitars in it, and sometimes it's heavy guitars. One of the heavy bands that comes up a lot is Bring Me the Horizon. And I like Bring Me the Horizon too. So that is very cool. Ooh, it just bonked it. And this is all my address stuff. This is the Lee Melia, I think it's pronounced Melia, signature model Jackson guitar. Now I love heavy music. One of the things I like about what this band does is they mix tons of keyboards and really great production, great songs, great singing with heavy guitar music. So super cool there. And I don't have a 7-string at the moment, and I don't have like a baritone or a super low tune guitar. That's where this comes in. This guitar is going to be restrung with 12 to like, I don't know, 50 something or high 40s. Going 12 to 60s. Some heavy gauge strings, way heavier than I'm used to. And it's going to be tuned down to B flat. But let's see what we got. We got a nice little case. Now, the awesome thing about this guitar is it's not crazy expensive. Ooh. So this is a Chinese-made Jackson, and it has this kind of like, it's not matte and it's not gloss, but you could see the wood through it. So you can feel the texture, and that's kind of nice. I'm totally down with that. This is it. It's kind of that groovy, what happened there? Oh, there we go. It's pretty groovy. If you just saw this on the shelf, you might think it's not a Jackson, and you might think it's actually maybe from the 60s. You know, that would be my first guess, but check it out. We've got a splittable humbucker in the back. How is that done? That's right. I saw them do a push-pull thing. So it's got a push-pull humbucker split, and then a P90 there. We've got this pickup selector up front, which I don't think is going to be an issue. I always think it's going to constantly go down, but up and down. We'll see. And yeah, simple, just volume, tone, and pickup selector. Oh, this is the coolest thing. I love Floyd Rose's, not because I like to go, wah! I do, but because I love the tuners here. So you could hold a chord and then tune, or you could keep playing and you could just kind of quickly tune. Instead of like doing one of these maneuvers. Ooh, I just realized that this also has locking tuners. That was a nice surprise. Oh, and all of these woods sound like locations from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, all right, feels good, looks cool. This inlay is actually a shark fin inlay, and then inverted, right? So I think that's a pretty clever little move. And yeah, I'm gonna plug it in. I'll plug it in standard because this is probably the last time it's gonna be in standard tuning. Gotta get all this little plastic off. The shipping plastic. This is always the hardest to get off, the pickguard cover plastic. Oh, I hate that sound. Oh. Oh, 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 it's giving me like the chills, but in the worst way. I can't get it out. We're stuck under the strings here. Oh, oh, thank God that's done. All right, I'm plugged in, tuned up. I'm going through a Tone King Imperial preamp into a power amp and the 412 is mic'd up, miking up the vintage 30s. Coil tap. It sounds good. Feels great. Everything, this doesn't need any kind of setup. It's just ready to go. I'm kind of having second thoughts now. This sounds great in standard tuning. Do I want it to be just a metal guitar? This is just a good guitar. This is a good guitar, guys. Yeah, man, this is a steal for under $1,000. All right, let me plug into a heavy amp for a second, and then this is maybe the last time you'll hear it in standard tuning. Oh, it sounds good. Shoot, it's good. Angle Artist Edition. I could end the video here and go like, yeah, I'll just delete all that stuff up front that says it's gonna be down tuned. All right, I've got to down tune it though. Maybe it's cooler even down tuned. Okay, here's a song. So now we're down tuned to B flat, we're plugged into the Friedman Jose, and I've got this really cool boost pedal, just pushing ever so slightly, because as you heard when I was in standard tuning, this is a really toneful pickup, and I applaud them for not just throwing in some kind of flamethrower pickup that all it does is just heavy tight metal. This is a great sounding pickup. So I just want to push ever so slightly more. Here is just plugged straight in to the Jose. Here's a little boost, just so you can hear the difference. So that's the setup, and I would say, because I'm in B flat, I would even go heavier gauge strings. These are really loose still. At this tuning, this gauge feels the equivalent of like 8 gauge strings. They're really loose. So I'd go much heavier so you could dig in a little more. But I love the low tuning. Look how good it makes an E major chord sound. That's awesome. Awesome. It's a ton of fun. It's like an inspiration machine. You down tune and you're like, oh, I haven't heard my my normal chords sound like that before. And then you just take off running. So yeah, man, super thumbs up to the Jackson LM-1987. I'd also give a thumbs up to the name, because 1987 has all the cool riffs. That's how bendy it is. Tons of fun. All right, you'll be seeing more of this. Thank you for watching. Click like or subscribe. And, you know, if you want to buy one of these, I'll put a link below so you can get one. Because you probably should. They're rad. See you later.